right, so remember we are reading this book called Refugee by Gratz. It's one school, one book, and as a community we are reading this together. And we're going to talk about how all these different stories have parallels together and how they're all interrelated. So we're going to pick up where we left off from last week. Okay? So remember Isabel's story. Isabel is a refugee from Cuba. They left Cuba with her family back in 1994. Okay, let's pick up where we left off. The little boat was falling apart. The seams between the sides had cracks in them. The engine rattled in its mounting, constantly weakening the bolts that held it in place. Even the benches were coming loose, only Castro hadn't cracked. He stared up at Isabel as stern and confident as ever, commanding her to fight against the impossible and win. But it was hard to fight against the inevitable. The water in the boat was almost to Isabel's knees. She and the others worked sluggishly in the blazing hot Caribbean sun to scoop, pitch, scoop, and pitch, but water was seeping in as fast as they could bail it. The boat was sinking. Every empty water bottle and gasoline can had been tucked up under a bench to help keep them afloat. But if they didn't reach Florida soon, they were all going to drown.
Tell Bashir al-Assad and his army where to go. He wanted to stop being invisible and stand up and fight. But now, he would never get a chance to do any of that. It was too late. There was no time. Time. The phone. Mahmoud still had the phone in his pocket. He pulled it out and pushed the button on it through a plastic bag, and the screen with the clock on it lit up like a beacon in the night. Mahmoud held it over his head and waved it in the dark, screaming and yelling for help. The motor got louder. Mahmoud wept for joy as a boat emerged from the darkness. A real boat this time, not a dinghy. A speedboat with lights and antennas and blue and white stripes on the side, the colors of the Greek flag. A Greek Coast Guard ship come to save them.